Alright, Camtasia says it's going now, so we'll go ahead and get started because I don't want to hold you guys too long. Hope you all had a great weekend. It was a little aggravating weekend for me dealing with the wife's car, but got through all that and now I'm looking forward to a better week. Michael says, hello, is there sound? Yes, Michael, there is sound. You may have to log out and log back in if you can hear. Let me type that into the chat for you. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. And Michael, like I said, if you're not hearing anything, you may have to log out and log back in. And tonight we're actually going to be doing the desktop share, so I'll warn you guys before we do that. So if you lose the screen, you may have to log out and log back in for that as well. Hopefully that won't happen to you. Okay. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming to the call tonight. This is my weekly Here to Help You webinars. I think most everybody on the call has been here to these before, but for the people that watch the replay, I've added several new subscribers this week. These calls are just for you guys. I usually come on here and do a demo of some sort or have a guest video, and then I answer questions that I got in emails from the last webinar, the forumers questions that I've received. And then if you guys have any questions live, we'll answer those as well. Try to hold these pretty short. I try to end them around 9 o'clock if at all possible. Sometimes we go a little over than that. It just depends on the topic of the night and how active everybody is in asking questions. But we'll stay here as long as it takes. As long as there's questions being asked, I'll stay here. But with that said, let's go ahead and I'll load up our presentation for tonight. Okay, you guys should be seeing the presentation in the screen now. If you want, you can click the arrow over there on the left hand side about the middle of the screen. It'll collapse my picture and it'll show the presentation bigger and have the chat box down below it. If you want to see it bigger. It's kind of small when it's in the center of the screen like that, but I can still see your chat messages down below my screen anyway. But anyway, what I want to talk to you about tonight is a new method. Well, it's not really new, but it's a method of list building called the teaser list building method. And it works really well. You see a lot of people doing this, but you don't see too often because not a lot of people know how to do it effectively. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And I'm actually going to show you a demo of one WSO that's actually using this method tonight. Okay, so before we get started, just want to go over some really basics with you in case, like I said, you're brand new to list building or marketing online. To get started with a successful and profitable list building campaign, you only really need three things. You need to have a profitable niche picked out, and it's preferably one that you have a passion for. And the reason why I say that is because if you pick a niche that you're not really interested that much in, you won't stay active in it, and it's hard to develop further products in the niche. So I always recommend that you pick a niche that you at least have an interest in. It doesn't have to be something you know everything about. Just have an interest in it. You can learn right along with the rest of your subscribers. If you're just getting started in it as well. The next thing is you need to have some sort of a quality gift to attract list subscribers. And then the third thing you need to have something to sell to these people, and preferably low ticket items work the best for list building, because when you're list building, you're actually bringing in cold prospects for the most part. Sometimes they're warmer in that maybe you've purchased a solo ad and somebody has sent out a solo ad for you. Those are a little warmer than just cold list building, but still, these are brand new people to your marketing funnel. They don't know you, so it works best if you have some sort of a low ticket item to offer them first instead of going for a high ticket item. Okay, so finding a profitable niche is really easy. People way overcomplicate this, to tell you the truth. All you have to do to really find a profitable niche is go over on Amazon, look at the best sellers list, and then go over to dummies.com and look for ideas. The best rule of thumb I can give you is if you see a book over on dummies.com, and then that pretty much guarantees you it's a profitable niche, because those guys, they invest millions of dollars in developing those books and publishing them and promoting them. So they're not going to create a book on a topic that's not profitable. So that's the best rule of thumb. If you got an idea for a niche you want to work in, you go over to dummies.com and they've got a book on it. That is pretty much a dead giveaway that that's a profitable niche. But again, like I said, you can go over to Amazon, look at the best sellers list, and get a lot of great ideas there too. Getting a high quality gift to attract new list subscribers is also easy. There's dozens of PLR membership sites that offer brand new stuff every month. Um, a lot of people join PLR membership sites and don't really utilize the content that you have available to you there. And it doesn't have to be brand new stuff either. I mean, there's lots of quality stuff that's been out for years, that's still evergreen, can still be used. So if you belong to any PLR membership sites, use them, use the content that's there. I mean, that's what it's there for, is for you to develop products from, do list building with it, or to add to your sales funnel. So if you have a membership into one of those sites, you've got access to content already. And plus, we all get emails every single day about new products that are coming out. Somebody developed a new video course or a new PLR. So there's finding good quality gifts to use for list building is not a hard thing to do at all. Now there is a lot of junk PLR. Now in that, I would say, like those PLR article packs, a lot of those are really subpar. They're written by people that don't really have a good command of the English language. Those are kind of hard to pick through to find good ones. And for the most part, those article packs like that, they're kind of redundant and they're kind of boring and dull. So those may be kind of hard to pick through to find good article packs like that. But for the most part, finding PLR or master resale rights products that you could use, for a gift is really easy to do these days. And like I said, most of the good PLR membership sites, almost all of them have some sort of an archive where you can go back into, their previous entries for the months, and find, good quality stuff from years ago, that's still evergreen. And again, like I said, finding a local ticket that's that's really quality is easy. Just look at the same PLR membership sites for those as well. If you're really stuck for PLR, there's a banner down here in the bottom left-hand corner. You can get some PLR for $1 right there. You get a whole month's worth for $1. So and I'm not sure. I think you can go back in the archives for that $1 as well. So if you don't belong to any PLR membership sites, there's a good one to start with right there. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about on tonight's call, though, is how you can use one quality product that you found or that you may already have. I mean, you probably have some of these already on your hard drive that you've purchased. I know it seems like every month Jonathan Ting and Sharon Lai, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, they come out with some sort of a video course almost every single month, that everybody promotes. And you buy those things and they sit on your hard drive. You don't do anything with them. Everybody has access to those things, and I'm going to show you tonight a method people are using with those courses that you can use for list building. This is called the teaser list building method. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to desktop, and like I said, sometimes this causes us problems. Either I get disconnected or your guy's screen goes blank. If your screen goes blank, you'll probably have to log out and log back in, but hopefully we won't have that problem. But I wanted to show you a live WSO that's available right now that's actually using this method. Okay, great. Hopefully we'll get through the rest of this without any more problems. I've got the recording going again now, so hopefully I can piece this together and make one good video out of it. I apologize for that, guys. I don't know what happened there. Like I said, as soon as it went to the desktop share, I got a blue screen that said IRQ not equal or less, or some cryptic message like that. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys is a method of list building called the teaser list building method. And basically what it amounts to is you get a video course of some sort or audio course of some sort, and you offer one part of it as a free teaser opt-in to get people to opt into your list. So that's what I want to show you first. This is like I said, this is the current WSO that's on the Warrior Forum right now. This is one that I bought access to, and I wanted to show it to you guys just so you guys can see how the method works. This is the basic squeeze page that Fergal put up for this, and he just talks a little bit about himself, and he talks about a sneaky method of using YouTube to market. And what he does is he's offering a free video. Now, once they opt in, this is the video that he shows them. And as you can see, right up above it, he has a link to buy access to the rest of the course, and again down below it he has another link. Now the key thing you want to notice here is that he's offering actually video number 7 out of the series. I think it's like a 9-part video series he has here, but he's offering video number 7 as the teaser free video to get people to opt in. This is the free gift that they get. Now in the process of opting in, he's actually went to the next step and offered an OTO that is something else, again video marketing related. He's offering some sort of a piece of software, it looks like here, that he's selling for $17. And once somebody watches this video and they decide they like this, they want to get access to the rest of the course, well then for, I think it's $7. No, that's not right. That's not the right page. This is the right page. This is the page that actually gets sent to once they decide to purchase the rest of the course. I think, like I said, I think he's selling the whole course for $7. And as I showed you there on the very first one, it's actually video number 7 that he's giving away for free. But as you can see, video number 7 is probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's this checklist video. So what he's done is he's offered a video that's in the middle of the series to get people interested in it, so that they'll want to see what came before the first 6 videos. Now this works really well. I've done this before in the past, and I tried to find an example of one that I've done, but I've forgotten which one I've done it on. I've done this a couple of times, but I don't remember the links that I had to them, so that's why when I came across this WSO, it reminded me of this method that I've used myself, and it works really good because you're giving people a good video out of the series, that's got a lot of good information in it, and when they watch that video and they see that it's a video that's part of a set, then they're more apt to click this link. Like I said, it works best if you have a link above the video and then down below it too, to get access to the rest of the course. Basically what happens is somebody watches this first video and they say, well, this is really good. I see it's video number, like in this case, number 7. They wonder what the first 6 videos are like, or what videos are like, the rest of the videos are like after this. So that's when they decide to go ahead and spend the $7 to purchase it. Now, it's like I was saying, every week there's some sort of a new video course that comes out, and almost all of them say, you can't give them away for free, but you can use one part of them as a promo. So you're not actually giving away the whole video course, you're just giving away access to one part of it to entice people to buy the rest of the video set. Now, somewhere, I forget where I seen it, but Fergal has a blog somewhere where he talked about how well this method converted for him. And he got like a 40% conversion rate on buying the rest of the course from this. Now, I don't remember my stats on doing this, but I know they were pretty high when I did this, that most of the people that watched the one video out of the set would continue on. They would click this link, and like I said, as long as it's some low ticket priced item, something between $7 and $10 is what works the best, you'll get a high conversion rate of people that will actually buy the rest of the video course. Now, like I said, he took it to another step and added that OTO for another product that's video marketing related, just to try to get people to, make a purchase initially when they're first opting in. On the video course page itself, let's go back to this. Well, it's not on this page, but on one of these pages, he has actually that OTO listed again, where they got a second chance to get the OTO. Yeah, Michael, it's not nothing new. It's just not a lot of people are doing this, though. A lot of people they have like a promo video for video course set or audio course set, and they'll use that promo video, but they won't actually use one of the videos that's actually in the set. Okay, so just to go over a summary of what I just showed you there, all it takes to implement this method is find like an 8 to 10 part quality video course. And like I said, those, if you're a member of any PLR membership site, you've got access to tons of those already. There's constant new courses coming out at least a couple times a month. You'll see a couple of these courses come out. Just use one of the videos as a gift to attract the list subscribers, and it works best if you pick one that's somewhere in the middle. It could even be like a second or third video. It don't have to be the exact middle, but just find one that's in the set somewhere, so that there's some videos before it and then some videos after it. And then above the video that you're giving, have links to actually buy the course. And then, like I said, the optimum price is to sell it for $7 to $10. And you'll get a really, really high conversion rate on those. And then optionally, like Fergal was doing, have some sort of a OTO for $7 to $17 to something that's related. So when they first opt into the funnel, you can actually sell them something at that point as well. And like I said, on one of the video pages, have another link to the OTO for a second chance for people to get to the OTO in case they decided they wanted to get it after getting access to the full course. Roy's saying, so you could do this with some master resale rights that says you cannot give away for free. Yeah, because you're not giving away, you can't give away the whole course, but you can, give access to one of the videos. Most product owners don't have a problem with you doing that and giving access to one of the videos that you can use, List Builder. Now, there may be some that will say that, you can't use any parts of it. Now, that's where you need to read the rights where they say what you can do with the actual course. Some of them will actually spell out that you can't break up the course and use it. Now, if they say that you can't break up the course, well, then that would kill being able to use that one. But most of them don't say that. They just talk about the product in general, that you can't give away the whole product. Yeah, Roy, on a lot of the rights that come with products, they are really vague, and sometimes they contradict themselves on saying what you can do with them, what you can't. There's no one set standard that people use for creating those rights files, and like I said, a lot of times they don't even make sense at all, some of the stipulations they put in there. There is software that you can get that will create, standardized sets that you can use yourself, but unfortunately most people don't have that software, so very few people have standardized sets of rights. Now, some of the higher quality product creators like Jeremy and Simon, James Jones, and people like that, they have, a cookie cutter template that they use, that, they put the pretty much the spelled out same rights on all of their products, so it's pretty clear with those. But for the most part, somebody that's created a video course or an audio course or even an ebook set of ebooks or PLR of some sort, they pretty much just make up the rights as they go, and then when they feel like they've covered everything, they call that their rights file. And like I said, a lot of times they contradict each other, some of the rules they have in them. Kay and I were discussing that a couple of months ago, some of them that didn't make sense. I think it was a Liz Tomey product that she had access to, that in one line it said you could do something, then the next line down, three lines down from it, said you couldn't do the same thing. So, it contradicted itself. Jen says, does it take too much bandwidth for videos? It can take a lot of bandwidth on your hosting provider for videos. Most of the time, what I've been doing the last 2 years, I've had this account for about 2 years, maybe 3 now, is I put all video and audio related stuff over on my Amazon S3 accounts. That way it don't go against my bandwidth on my web hosting account. Now, a lot of web hosting accounts say they're unlimited, but if you get to using a lot of bandwidth, they will come back and ask you to cut back on it. I've had HostGator when I was first starting out and using the shared Baby Croc account, I believe is what they call it, for everything. I've had HostGator send me emails a couple times saying I was using too much bandwidth. Even though they say it's unlimited, they still don't want you using, unreasonable amounts. S3 Amazon hosting is really dirt cheap. Um, my highest bill that I've had with them in the 3 years that I've been, nearly 3 years I've been with them, has been like $7 for a month, and that's when I've had, you know, you guys that are in the inner circle this past week, I put a link in there to a done for you membership site that's all video based. I mean, there's like 3 gigs worth of video in that thing. My highest hosting bill when I was actually selling that product, making sales on it almost every day, was only like $7 a month. So it's much better, and it's faster too than your general web hosting as well. So Kay says Todd was offering a good S3 course over the weekend with Resale Rights Weekly. I seen something about Todd and a S3 video course, and of course, it didn't interest me because I'm already using S3, so I knew pretty much everything. I looked at the contents and I knew pretty much everything was in it. But if you're brand new to S3, it probably would be a good course to get this so you get familiar with it. And I think I'm pretty sure on this that Amazon will give you the first 5 gigabytes of transfer for free. They don't even charge you for the first 5 gigabytes. Michael says never got the link to the last Inner Circle lesson. Michael, are you in the Facebook group or in the Skype room, either one? Because I posted them both in there as well. Because for some reason, some people aren't getting the emails, and I don't understand why that is, but some people don't get the emails. So I've been posting them into the Skype room and the Facebook group as well. So if you don't, the classes are on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. If you don't see the link, check the Facebook group or the Skype room, and you can get the links from there. Dana says, can you talk about the differences between the different PLR sites with monthly fees that offer ebooks, videos, and software, etc.? Okay, Dana's wanting to know what the difference is between some of the PLR membership sites. Well, it really just depends on the benefits and the features that they're offering. Like Resale Rights Weekly, they offer, I think it's 2 new products. They guarantee 2 new products every week, but generally Mark puts in a lot more than 2. He has a full archive of all of his back products that he's put in there since, I think, 2004, something like that. But then he also offers other little perks of special gold member access files, they're only available through him. And then he has, web hosting and some other perks like that. And monthly content, Ryan Evans PLR membership sites there, it's basically about the same. He has, I think he puts 4 or 5 products per week. He guarantees 4 or 5 per week, but generally he puts more than that as well. But it really just depends on the membership site owner themselves, what all they're going to offer. They're all going to offer basically the same content. For a while, I was a member of 4 or 5 of them at one given time, and every single one of them were offering the same content. So I finally settled down to Resale Rights Weekly. But as far as the content, they all pretty much seem to get the same content. Now it just depends on how far back they're going to let you go in their archives. Is if you want to try to look for something that came out a year or two ago or something from several years back. And of course, the more perks they have, the more they're going to charge for the membership side as well. Yeah, as far as the content, most all of them have just about the same content because they're only allowed to put content in there that they're actually allowed to pass on the rights to their members. Now, some products that come out say that they can't be added to a membership site at all, so you won't see those in there at all. Now, I know Resale Rights Weekly has a for sale only section where they'll get access to products that they can sell, and they'll sell them at a cheaper price to their members. And I think Ryan does the same thing with monthly content. I know Master Resale Rights Weekly.com does that same thing. They have a catalog where you can buy products that they're not allowed to put inside the membership sites. Yeah, like we're always saying, it really boils down to the extra perks and features that they're offering that sets them apart from each other. And of course, the response if you needed to contact them about something. I know Kay contacts Mark over at Resale Rights Weekly pretty often, and Mark's really quick to respond. So, that comes down to that too. If you want to request a product, how responsive they are to it. And I'm sure that Ryan's the same way. If you request a product, Ryan will jump right on it, if he can get the rights to it. Okay, do you guys have any questions on the presentation? Like I said, the first part, my screen, we had a blue screen there right after the first part, and hopefully I've got the recording of that. If I don't, I'll re-record that first part for the replay for this. So Kay says Mark just had a death in the family and he is behind. Just be patient. Yeah, I heard that Mark had I think it was his father had a heart attack, I believe it was. But he's still keeping up with the membership side. I mean, there's new constant products being added in there on almost a daily basis. So he must have somebody else helping him run it as well. Thing it says, for the example you just used, did you set up a new URL or use a subdirectory? You talking about the video course that I was just showing there, Dana? Is that what you're asking about? That actually wasn't mine. It was a WSO that's being sold by Fergal Downs. And it looks like to me, I'm pretty sure, let me check, make sure, but I'm pretty sure he used a domain for that. He did. Yeah, he set that up on a domain all itself, so it's I imagine the only product over on that domain. I don't know that for sure, but you could do it either way. You could have it as, a single product that's on a domain, or you could do it in subfolders. Either way. Myself, if I were going to do that, I would do it in subfolders, unless it was a real high quality course, something that I could get $27 or more for purchasing access to the rest of it. I would consider getting a domain name for something like that. But something that's going to be $7 or so, no, I'd put it in a subfolder before it get its own domain. Okay, let's open up our questions that we got from last week. Hopefully that saved and didn't lose those questions. 915 questions. I didn't lose those. Good. Okay. Actually, I only had 2 that were submitted from the form. Then I had 2 that came in today that were submitted that weren't through the form. The first one I got says, I've heard there are times of year that are better for online business. What are they? There's certain months that are best for sales, and that generally starts around October and goes through about May. Along about May, things start tapering down because people are getting out of school. The kids are getting out of school. They're getting ready to take vacations, that type of thing. So sales kind of dip off a little bit during the summer months. Now around holidays, it always picks up a little bit, during the holidays or during those months like July 4th and Memorial Day and Mother's Day and things like that. Um, Sales will pick up during those times, but generally the best months that people make the most sales are anywhere from October through May for the most part. And what I've seen to be the best months actually is November and December, and then January and February. So really November through February is what I have found to be the very best months. The next question I got is the Aweber and GetResponse trials really full functional? Yes, they are, except with GetResponse, they do limit you to only 100 list subscribers during the trial. So if you take a GetResponse trial and you reach 100 customers or 100 list subscribers, they're going to send you an email saying you need to upgrade before you can add any more list subscribers. Now, Aweber has a totally full function 30-day trial. They don't even ask for a credit card. I don't think GetResponse asks for one either. Best I remember, it's been a while. It's been, several years since I signed up with both of those, so I don't really remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure that Aweber doesn't even ask for a credit card. But Aweber's trial, that 30-day trial they have, is truly unlimited. You can have as many list subscribers you want. Kathy says, no, they don't. I guess you're talking about the credit cards. They don't ask for credit cards. Um, the next question says, tell me about those PLR softwares you mailed about. What can I do with those? Those softwares, I guess you're talking about the ones from the source, mega source code PLR sale that just started today that's running for 7 days. It's actually 7 different softwares and 7 different niches, and you get branding rights to them. Is where they call them PLR, but you get to brand the softwares. They basically are some sort of little mini training, usually some sort of video, and then a PDF of some sort, and then they have spots in there where you can brand it with affiliate links. Now, even though the softwares itself, are for one particular niche, I think one of them was weight loss and another one was self-help. You can actually change out those videos to something else if you didn't want to use that video. Say you had a better video of your own, you could actually substitute that video for a different one, or that PDF for a different PDF. So even though it's titled and it's branded to that one niche, you could still yet change out a lot of those. Now, what most people do with those is they use them for list building. They offer that PLR software after it's branded to get people to subscribe to their list. And like I said, there's affiliate links inside the software, so you can make affiliate sales. But it's basically to get people to sign up to your mailing list, with a good quality free gift to offer them. They work really well. Some of those niches I work in, I don't work in all those niches, but a couple of those niches I do work in, so I got them just for those couple of niches, just so I could have something else to offer. And then the last one I got was, what do you know about Sean Donahoe's WP Profit Builder? And this actually came from a conversation that Dana and I had earlier today. I wasn't given access to WP Profit Builder. I could have gotten it. I could have emailed Sean and got access to it, but I didn't. It looks like it's a good piece of software. It's supposedly, it's drag and drop to create websites and squeeze pages, and it says membership sites. I don't know. It doesn't really show that much about the membership sites part of the software. But the only thing I don't like about Sean Donahoe's products, and it's not really his products much, it's mostly his sales process, is he puts you through so many OTOs and upsells to actually buy his products, and then somewhere down the line in amongst all those upsells there's a particular part that if you don't have it, you're not going to have full function to the original product, and I don't like that. Um, so you wind up, there's one or two of them upsells. You pretty much recognize, if I don't have this, I'm just not going to be able to function like he said in the original video. And that kind of aggravates me about Sean. So for those reasons, I don't promote Sean's products at all. I don't like putting people through 8 or 10 upsells. One or two is fine, for add-ons. But I feel like if somebody buys a product, it ought to be full function product that they buy and not go through 8 or 10 upsells to get the whole product. So, but it looks like it's a good piece of software. Like I said, I didn't get to try it, but it looks like it is pretty good. I'll probably buy a copy of it to see what it's like. But like I said, I'm not going to be promoting it, so don't wait on a link from me. Mary Elliott says apparently it's very hard to set up because of needing IonCube, whatever that is. Yeah, actually Dana sent me a link to where some people were, one of the guys that's, did a review on it. He actually had review access to it, had problems getting it to work because of IonCube. And what IonCube is, it's actually a piece of software that runs on a web server that encrypts PHP code to keep people from getting access to the raw source code, to keep them from copying that code and using it in some of their own products or whatever. So it's really some sort of a security measure. It's a obfuscator, I think is how you pronounce the word, to keep you from actually seeing the source code. IonCube has a lot of problems with different web hosts. Just like there's various versions of PHP and MySQL that are installed on web hosts. There's various versions of IonCube that's installed on web hosts too. So yeah, I've seen those problems where people are having problems with that. I haven't run into that. Now I've bought a couple of Sean's products, and they are encoded with IonCube itself as well. But I haven't run into the problem with that. But then again, I run a VPS server, and I can install whatever I want on my VPS server, and I can try to keep it updated with the latest things. So that's maybe why I'm not having a problem with any of them. But if you're on a shared hosting account, you don't have access to install software like that, so I can see where it would be a problem for a lot of people. That could come back to bite him on that. I don't know. Like I said, Dana sent a link to a guy that gave a full review of the problems he had with it. He never even got to try the product because of the IonCube problem. Dana is saying, are you familiar with Thrive? He's added landing pages and has a nice offer out. No, I'm not familiar with Thrive. I'm not. Is that another web page builder software or list building system? Okay, yeah, send me a link and I'll check it out and I'll let you guys know about it if it's something I think you guys might be interested in. But no, I haven't heard about Thrive. I don't know anything about it. Okay, that was all the questions I had in the emails this week. Do you guys have any other questions we need to go over tonight? How about 60-minute reseller? Kathy, I'm glad you brought that up. That 60-minute reseller, I mean, it's a good product. There's nothing wrong with it. I bought access to it just to see what was in it. But what gets me about that is it's almost exactly, it's like my Easy Passive Sales course. He talks about getting resale rights products from PLR membership sites and putting them over on JVZoo. So when I seen that, I thought, well, this is almost exactly like what I did before, but I guess he's got a lot of people backing him and promoting it. It's why it did much better than mine did, although mine did really well. But it's a good product, and I think it's like $19. It's not really expensive, but Yeah, it's a decent little product. It's just almost exactly like the EPS course that I have, though, is the only thing about it. Jen says, can you really put PLR reworked into JBZoo? Yeah, you sure can. You can even list straight PLR that you haven't reworked at all. You'll see a lot of multiple products listed over on JBZoo for the same exact thing. People selling the same exact PLR that that you could get elsewhere, and they're just various prices on it. Now, Kathy, if you've got access to my Easy Passive Sales course, you don't need the 60-minute resale. Like I said, it's almost the exact duplicate. You know, John's a little more polished presenter than I am, so that's about the biggest difference. Roy says he's got Omar Martin and John Thiel, and so I'm backing him up. Yeah, yeah, and of course, they ran a big affiliate contest and all that. There was a big JV contest on that as well. That's why you've seen so many people promoting it. And you guys are going to see a lot of emails tomorrow about Sean Donahue's product. I'll tell you that right now. You're going to get swamped with emails about that. He's also running a JV contest. So there'll be lots of emails about that tomorrow. And there's, Sam Backer's offering some really good bonuses. If you're going to buy it, um, so far the ones that I've seen, Sam Backer's offering the best bonuses. Yeah, I've already had several of them too, and like I said, it hasn't even launched yet, so you're going to get flooded with them tomorrow. I think it launches at 10 a.m. tomorrow, maybe 11. You're going to get swamped with them. And there's also another product being launched tomorrow, and I can't remember the name of it, so you may see quite a bit about it as well. But I know the WP Profit thing, you're going to see a lot of that. Okay, guys. Jen says, can you also put PLR on ClickBank? You can, but you don't see very many people selling PLR over on ClickBank. I'm taking it that you mean straight PLR where you're selling PLR rights. If you're talking about reworking PLR and putting it over on ClickBank, yeah, you see that all the time. But I don't see very many people selling PLR over on ClickBank. It's usually finished products. Where sometimes people will offer resale rights, but not very often over there. And Jen, I need to get with you sometime this week. I finally got a chance this past weekend to go over your WSO. So I need to, if you could, sometime this week schedule another call so we can get together and talk about your WSO. Okay, guys. And like I said, I hate that we had that little blip there for about 10 minutes of blank space, but do you guys have any other questions before we call it a night? I didn't want to keep things too long. I hate that we had that problem and you guys had to sit and wait on me, but hopefully the video recording came through and I can splice these both back together and make one good video out of it. Again, like I said, the method I showed you, it's not something new. Michael, like I said, has seen it before, and I'm sure you all have seen at some point in time, but it's very effective. It does work as long as you're using, a low ticket product. Um, And like I said, if you're a member of any PLR membership site, you've got access to tons of courses like that. So, it's real easy to implement. Um, Give it a try and see how well it does for you. Like I said, the people like, getting videos as gifts. So, definitely give it a shot and see how well it works for you. The rule of thumb always, is make it, something that you can sell for $7 to $10. That will be, the sweet spot in trying to implement that method, is have a course that you can sell for less than $10. Kathy says, back to 60-minute rule seller. Do you think it's worth buying for the OTO? Randy and Simon are giving 100 plus unrestricted PLR products with a bunch of other things. I don't know. I haven't seen Randy and Simon's offer, so I really couldn't tell you. But by you saying it's unrestricted PLR, it makes me wonder if the PLR isn't available somewhere else. I mean, if you have access to Resale Rights Weekly or monthly content, you may be able to find that PLR in there already, not have to pay for it. We had fun while the teacher was gone, shot some spit wads and such. I'm got to have a moderator in here when things like that happen, aren't they? Roy, I may have to point you as moderator. Of course, you were probably one shooting some of the spit wads, weren't you? Kay says, Kathy, are you into the IM market? I got the PLR, and it's primarily IM stuff. They don't say what the PLR is. Dana says, sometimes I search for those big bonus offers, and they're offered on reseller rights for $1 or $2. Yeah, that's the thing I've found too, Dana. A lot of times when they're offering, especially when they're offering PLR to something or master resale rights, if you go look at some of the membership sites you're in, you can probably find some of them in there already, not even have to buy the product if that's all you're after was those bonuses. But the ones that Sam Backer's offering with Sean's product tomorrow, it's pretty unique. And if you guys want it, I'll send you the link to it. Like I said, I don't get anything out of it. I'll just be passing on Sam's link if you guys want to check it out. But it looks pretty good. If I get it, I'll probably buy it through Sam's link. Kate says, wasn't last night the last night for the bonus? I'm not sure. I know they were doing some sort of, I think it may have been a price change at midnight last night, but I don't know for sure if they were cutting off their bonuses or not. I know they said they were going to do a price change after 7 days, so I think that's what it was last night. Okay, well, guys, let's go ahead and call it a night for tonight. Like I said, I'll have the video replay for you guys tomorrow night. Jen, like I said, if you can, schedule time for me to talk to you this week. I want to talk to you about your WSO and see where we can go with that. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight. I'm sorry we had the blue screen there that caused me to disappear for 10 minutes, but hopefully that won't happen again. You never know with Windows, and that cryptic error message IRQ not equal or less. Nobody knows what that means. I guess if you're a Microsoft technician, you know what that means. But anyway, thanks for coming again tonight, guys, and I appreciate you sticking with me through that little blank spot. Have a great evening, guys, and I'll see you Inner Circle guys Wednesday night. Have a good evening, everybody.